Hey, and welcome to Map 8 of Duke Nukem 3D's The Birth. This is Critical Mass. And you can see here at the starter level, we've got to destroy these pig cops in their little motorised vehicles. You can see the skybox has changed now finally, and we've got ourselves some pipe bombs. So as we make our way forward in the level here, you can see that there's a few enemies in this storage facility here. Now, you'll notice as we make our way through the level starts becoming a bit unstable. And that's kind of the theme of this one. This level is slowly crumbling around us as we kind of make our way through here. I'm going to grab that atomic health. There is a sort of unofficial secret over on the side here. If you look down, you can see there's a vent in the wall. There is a pipe bomb inside and night vision goggles. Those will be very useful later in this level, let me tell you. Just make sure we've grabbed all the stuff on top of the crates. So we're going to head up the steps here, and in this room here, things start going a bit awry. So we have to be very careful here because this roof is going to slowly come down on us here. Luckily, we can escape by going into this room here. So once we're inside here, we have to use this teleporter to get back to the area where we shot those enemies just now. We got to be careful because there's two of these guys here, and this is not the sight you want to see when you come through a teleporter. So let's get rid of you guys right now. So the only way forward is to go through the vent at the side here. So we only have a limited amount of time to hit this switch and to make our way out here. So hopefully all these octobrains will get squished. Hopefully all these octobrains will get squished. They did not. So you can see right up front, this level is very linear, and once you've kind of done one area, you can't really go back to previous areas. So you can see here again, another little trap. Honestly, I was kind of expecting more from this trap when I first wandered in here, just because like the way that this episode has been, it's been pretty ruthless at points. Kind of surprised they didn't stick more enemies in there. So let's take care of these enemies here. So we don't want to go on the floor in the middle until we get the boots, because that will hurt us quite a lot. You can see that the signs are saying nominal right now, and that's because we're not quite at critical mass yet, but trust me, we're getting there. So as we make our way through the crate room here, a few pig cops that we've got to deal with. It can be a bit difficult to see in these areas just because it's quite dark. The lights are off here. So we just need to make sure we don't miss any items that we might end up needing as we head around the corner here. Destroy all these with pipe bombs just to make things easy for myself. So you can see here, the yellow door's here, the blue door is here, and the blue keycard is actually in this room here. There's a bunch of pig cops hanging around in here though. Whatever they're up to, we're not happy about it, so let's blow them up. So you can see we've got a switch puzzle on the wall behind us here. The way that we get through here is by hitting this switch, and this switch. So this room here can be quite nasty, and the reason for that is because, again, they don't turn the lights on for us. So we've just got to make sure we are not sort of wandering in and blowing things up randomly, because as you can see, they can get right on top of us. And this is where the night vision goggles will come in use for us in a second. Let's put them on. It'll just make things a lot easier to see in here. Do not appreciate that, thank you. The RPG there. Blow that up. So you've got to be careful with this central structure here, just because it can crush you. If you end up in the wrong spot, it can crush you and you'll be kicked back to the start of the level. Really, you just want to hit all the switches here. It raises up that platform there so you can grab the yellow key card. But you can already feel the level is beginning to shake quite a bit, and that's because we're not exactly helping things here. Grab that yellow key card. There should be an atomic health. There is. Nice. So we're going to head back out, and we're going to head through the yellow door that we earmarked earlier on. So we're not that far from the end of this level. This is not a super long level. And as you've noticed, it's very linear. So there's not all that much to really explore in this one. You really can't go that far off the beaten path. What I find interesting here, though, is that you can actually look into the red door here and blow up a lot of the enemies. Some of the enemies you can't quite blow up here, just because, you know, they kind of don't spawn in properly yet, so you can't really use them. So let's just get through this part here. Again, this isn't too difficult. Oh, that's not good. Luckily, they seem to both be getting caught on that door frame, so it means I don't really have to worry about them coming into this room. I just have to stay out of their way for now. They're really determined to shrink me today, aren't they? So, like I said, you'll notice this level is getting increasingly shakier, and that's because, obviously, as we make our way through the level, things are becoming more and more unstable, as this lovely little sign there, Meltdown, tells us. So as we head through the red door here, it's worth noting that we're pretty much at the end of the level here. Like, the shaking is just cosmetic. There's nothing to really push you forward. The level's not going to blow up imminently. There is an area outside there that obviously is just there for decoration. But you have to be careful here, because as you make your way out, this kind of blows up on you. The whole building just kind of goes... And basically, if you stand in the doorway for too long, you'll just get blown up. Do love the silhouette of that boat there. That's really good use of lighting. But yeah, this is the end of the level. And honestly speaking, I'm not sure what to think of this level. It's very much against like what I like in Duke Nukem 3D levels. I love how in Duke Nukem 3D levels you can kind of explore and find things off the beaten path. But in this one, it's not really the case. It's a very linear path. And I kind of want to go and look at this boat, so we're going to actually head over here. Kind of interesting they didn't implement the water sound here, probably because they didn't expect people to actually come over here. But you can see that the boat is actually fully realised and fully textured, so maybe they did expect people to come over here in the end. Even the backside here is fully formed. So this will be the next level, so we'll be exploring this boat a lot more in detail when we hit the next level. But I just wanted to have a quick look at that, because it's not just a texture off in the distance, it's actually like a fully realized part of the level, even if you can't really do much. And you can see here, this is the dock. I don't know, like, I'm very conflicted on this one. Like, it's one of those levels that it's not bad, so I don't want to say it's a terrible level. It's not among the worst levels in my opinion, but the fact that it's so linear, and the fact that there's so many points of no return, and so many little traps that you could potentially catch people out, I just don't think it's that good either. So for me, this one falls just beneath the middle of the line, in my opinion, in terms of quality. But let me know what you think of Critical Mass. Do you like it? Do you hate it? What have you thought of the birth so far? And are you excited to see me get to the boss level? Thank you very much for watching.